we've had our first returns on the fan vote for the NBA All Star game in Salt Lake City, Utah this year. I don't know if you've seen those returns, D Snow. Have you?
I have not. Been a crazy holiday week coming in. I see they just released them the other day, and it's so early. But so go ahead, read them off, man. Let's see what they got. Let's see it. Let's see if we believe in them, what they're talking about.
All right. Give me a minute. Let me pull them up. But before I do, just remember that the rules have changed a little bit, and I don't believe
The fans don't have
vote,
control no more.
not fully.
Because that was ridiculous. I remember those years when Yale Ming was getting voted every time in, and this dude was hurt. It was just dumb. Like, come on.
Yeah. But I'll give.
I know the funniest one I've seen though. I did see one, and people are not happy about it, and that's your boy Wiggins. Your boy Wiggins is the number one fan, the number one vote getter right now.
Well, no, he's not the number one vote getter, but he's higher than he should be.
Way higher than he should be. I mean, not when LeBron is giving us triple doubles at 39.
Yeah, well, I mean, in respect to LeBron is the highest vote getter out west.
He should be.
Actually, he's the highest vote getter in the league.
He should be, though.
So I got it pulled up right now.
Okay.
And so the front court for the Western Conference, we'll do front court versus we'll do West versus East front court, and then I'll give you the guards. So the Western Conference, number one is LeBron James with over 3 million votes. Number two is Nikola Jokic. Number three, Anthony Davis. Number four, Zion Williamson. Number five, Andrew Wiggins. Number six, Paul George. Number seven, Lauri Markkanen. Number eight, Draymond Green. 9, Kawhi Leonard. and 10. No, that's not what the smirk for. The smirk is for number 10.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
Kevon Looney.
What?
Yes. Yes. So
you know what?
Before I get in the East, tell me what you think about this top 10 out West.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Looney deserves that spot, man.
Okay.
Looney deserves that spot. I'm gonna tell you why. Not only has he been a solid, it's funny. I just talked about the kid. Yeah, I called you Moody, but I'm probably not the first person to get them names mixed up. But Looney, man, he has been a solid player for them, man. A guy that doesn't get talked about a lot, that does the dirty stuff for that team, plays a lot, doesn't talk a lot. He had a game winner the other day. But even during those championship games, I mean, it was times when they were trying to lock down Steph, Clay, and all those guys, and they had to feed him, and that kid got his money. So just like how they kind of do it for the coaches, where, hey, you won because you won the championship last year, you're gonna get, like, I kind of think Looney's getting one of those appreciation situations, because on any other time, he's not gonna get one on any other team, but because they won and because Golden State is the number one team and they're so loved around the world right now, that's what happens, man. It happened with the Bulls. It happened with the Heatles. It happens with those big teams that win a couple in a row. They start adding fans that weren't fans before, or fans that were casual fans. Now all of a sudden, these names are bigger because they're champions, you know. So I'll give him that. And the rest of that looks pretty solid, man. Except for Kawhi. Like, I mean, didn't Kawhi just get off a boat from
I'm gonna get my little breakdown, and I don't want to spend too much time on this because we still got more left to do in this show. A big show for you guys today. But I think Anthony Davis is a bit too high because of the games played. I mean, when you put together his stats and his skill, yeah, he should be starting, but he hasn't played enough games, in my opinion. I would put Zion and Lauri Markkanen ahead of him for that reason. Lauri Markkanen at 7 is a little bit too low. He should be in the top 5 over Wiggins, who also hasn't played enough games, in my opinion.
Wiggins, I mean, as a basketball player, fan, Wiggins, Kawhi, and AD shouldn't even be on the list. Like, let's be 100. We're gonna be 100. Those 3 names shouldn't even be on the list. They haven't played enough. Their teams are winning in spite of them, not because of them.
Yeah. So
and actually, Kawhi's been playing decent in the last 5 games. You know, But that's
Yeah,
it.
he's playing good, but they just haven't played enough games.
Yeah, they haven't played enough games. I think they all maybe 10 games or less, all of them,
Yeah. Zion is close to that, not playing enough games, but I think
But that's recent,
he
though.
started exactly. It's recent.
And you know what? And he started
fire.
out. Yeah. But I think remember in the beginning of the season, he didn't play the first few games too.
Yeah.
So
I would say me personally, I would like to see LeBron, Nico, and Zion get those starting spots.
It was amazing for me to see the Pels win that last game they played. I mean, when I looked and saw everybody that was on that bench, B.I., Zion, they heavy hitters sitting on the bench, and they still, hey man, hey, shout out coaching, man. Coaching means something still in this league. I don't care what nobody says,
Yeah, no doubt. Shout out to them. So I'm gonna venture on to the Eastern Conference front court. We got Kevin Durant, also over 3 million votes, followed by Giannis Antetokounmpo, Joel Embiid at 3, Jason Tatum at 4, Jimmy Butler at 5, Pascal Siakam at 6, Kyle Kuzma at 7, Paolo Banchero at 8, Nick Claxton at 9, and Jared Allen at 10. What do you think about that, East?
Somewhere in this world, Nick Claxton mama is smiling because she know her baby don't belong on that list.
I tell you what, though, if Looney belongs on the list, Claxton belongs on the list because the defense he's playing this year is outstanding. I think
playing
2.5 blocks. He's number 2 in the
playing
NBA.
bad, but bro, the man coming off the bench most of the time, and he's not.
No, he start.
Okay, yeah, they have been starting him. I did notice that, but the thing what I'm looking at is like he's not a factor. Like when it comes to offense, he's only giving them somewhere around 10 points a game, maybe. And like when he's talking All-Star, bro, I need more than just defense from an All-Star. That's just me. Everybody has their own feel of what they want.
Historically had one of the top defenders in the All-Star. I mean, Draymond has been an All-Star. Ben Wallace an All-Star.
Bro,
they don't have any semblance of offense.
So tell me this. You put him there before you put Jaylen Brown.
No, but Jaylen Brown is a guard.
Still, we're talking about the All-Stars.
But we're talking about the front court.
That is true, though. That's true. We're true. I mean, even though my man play forward, he could play some 4.
Yeah, but he's been listed as a guard. But I agree.
You know what I mean? Like that's just.
But he's been listed as a guard.
Yeah, I mean, I like Claxton. I'm not saying I think he's a solid player, no doubt. But
he's number 2 in the league in blocks.
That's not. That's like okay. I'm gonna switch for 1 second. That's like with boxing. I hate defensive boxers, bro. I need you to hit somebody. I don't just want to see you dropping and dodging and hiding your face all good. And yeah, defense is awesome. I love defense, no doubt about it. But in a league where we're scoring 150 points a game, scoring is up like crazy. Like I need more from you if you're gonna be an All-Star this year. I'm sorry, like I said, I think Nick's a decent player, but I guarantee you I can go find you two power forward centers that I'll put in that position and sit them down. Those 2 blocks ain't enough for me for you to be an All-Star.
Yeah, for me, it is. He's playing great defense, and if Looney is on that list, I'll put Claxton above Looney.
Claxton, take a picture of that, because that shouldn't last.
I mean, I don't think he's gonna make it. Don't forget, this is number 9 we're talking about. This is number 9.
His mama like, oh, my birthday.
It's number 9 we talking about. It ain't like we saying that he started, or this not even no guarantee he gonna make the list, but. To be on there at number 9, I'm fine with that. I would have probably put Jared Allen ahead of him.
Oh, facts. Jared Allen's having a much better season than him.
But I don't mind him being in the top 10. The defense has been great.
I'll put Porzingis for him.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
I'm just being honest, and I'm not knocking Nick Claxton. If there's any Nick Claxton fans out there, got nothing against the kid. I mean, he cut his hair. I thought that was a pretty smooth move. Seemed like he got a little faster when he did that. But his defense has been great this season,
Here's the tough one, though. That top 4 that I named. Kevin Durant,
they all belong there. They belong there.
Giannis.
If you look at our NBA way too early MVP voting, those names are right there.
Yeah, and let me run it down for the people in case y'all didn't hear me again. Number 1, Kevin Durant, followed by Giannis, Embiid, and Tatum. Those are your top 4 front court vote getters. Only 3 can start though. Who you sitting?
Gonna be tough. But I mean, let's be honest here. KD, Embiid, and Giannis are a lot. like
I don't know.
They're a lot.
I don't know.
You
I don't
serious?
know.
You telling
I
me
am
those?
serious.
Okay. We can
I am.
agree to disagree.
I,
Those are a lot
I'm,
to me. Y'all tell us what y'all think out there.
I don't
Tell me
think there
that
is a. I
in
don't
the
think there
East.
is a lock. And
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, Jason Tatum's been leading my top 5 MVP the whole season up until like last week. Embiid has played the fewest amount of games out of those guys. I think Embiid is probably the one that would sit, and Tatum, Giannis, and KD will probably be my starters. That's hard though. But
Yeah, because
Embiid has missed a lot of games.
Yeah, because I'm looking at Tatum more as my 3. I'll put him at the 3, and then that way I can put KD at the 4, and then I guess Embiid is sitting. Dang, that's gonna be tough because you can't sit Giannis. You can't sit Giannis this year. You can't. The numbers he putting up, and then what he's done without Chris Middleton, you can't sit him, man. And that's important right there. I mean, like we talked about before, Philly does have a nice team on paper. So
yeah. So on to the guards, man. Out west, and we have, of course, your number 1 guy, the great Steph Curry, followed by Luka Doncic at number 2, Ja Morant at number 3, Shai G at number 4.
Oh, Shai G.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Klay Thompson at number 5. Russell Westbrook at number 6. Dame Lillard at 7. Devin Booker at 8. And Austin Reeves at 9, followed by Jordan Poole at 10. Yeah. Go ahead. I'll let you start off with that one because I could tell that laugh means you got something to say about that Austin Reeves.
How? In what world?
A lot of LA voters.
So same thing with my man Claxton. Austin Reeves' parents should be taking pictures of this, making billboards. Man, they need to have that thing embroidered and sitting because this will not last. I didn't hear you say Russell Westbrook's name.
I did. He was number 6.
Okay. Because I'm like coming off the bench, he's having a phenomenal season. We all were worried about what he would be like coming off the bench. Would he still be a solid player? Would they lose him? Would he want to be traded? And he's done nothing but come off the bench and play well for them. I mean, they've been playing a lot better, and he's one of the reasons why. Austin Reeves, I'm not gonna lie, he's not a bad player. He's a great shooter. He is helping them win some games. He is nowhere near a all-star. Where the line get drawn in the sand where what we call all-stars now? like, dude, come on, man. Like, shout out to Austin Reeves though, man, because it's cool to be mentioned. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's like when they mention you for, I didn't win an Oscar, I didn't win a Grammy, but I was mentioned. So
I'm on the list.
It's people that live off that. Oh, I was on the list of the people that almost won. So I think that's a pretty cool moment.
I think my first official prediction for this is when the second returns come back, he might be the first one off the list. But
I think somebody, that was a clerical error. Somebody pushed the wrong button. Like this, when they saw the list, they was like, "Oh man, we meant to put that." They thought he was Big Country Reeves. They put the wrong Reeves on.
Oh, it's definitely.
Yeah, but shout out to Austin Reeves, man. It's nice to be mentioned. Seriously, though.
What do you think about the list other than that?
It's not bad. Hold on. One more time. Give me the first 5.
Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, Ja Morant, SGA, and Klay.
So I'm thinking I didn't hear the kid from Sacramento's name. I didn't hear Swiper's name. And I just wanted to make sure because I heard the last 5 and I'm like, let me run it. So there's a problem here. I've been preaching this for the whole season, especially the last couple of weeks. The Sacramento Kings are a great team that is playing well. They're beating the teams with the players that are on this list. And that kid is the reason why. There's no way that if Austin Reeves is on this list, then he should be on this list. So that's a problem right there. And I think the name that swaps in and out right there. I'm
gonna tell you one more one. I don't mean to interrupt your point, but his running mate wasn't in the front court list, and there's probably a loony replacement right there. Is Domantas Sabonis?
Yeah, no doubt. Sabonis should be there. I think Sacramento, it's been so long since Sacramento has had not only a team that matters, but players that matter.
Yeah.
I mean, they have ran through a boatload of players in the last 5 to 10 years without them finding that real team of guys that is going to, take them back to the mountaintop. And it's going to change, though. We both know that because they're playing too well and it's been consistent, and they haven't let off yet. They are beating some great teams, and even when they lose, it's close games. Those are the two names that we might be looking to see get swapped out. We might be right on the button with those. We better be, because Swiper deserves to be on that list. If he ain't on that list, it ain't a list. That kid is playing some great ball.
And I will say my first call to action for you, the fans, as people is watching at home or listening in your cars. Call to action, man. Get out there and vote.
Yes, sir.
The list is like this because most of the voters are probably from one region. Get out there and vote. Run these numbers up and get the right players on there. So this
I didn't hit DeMar DeRozan. I didn't hit Zach LaVine.
I didn't do the East yet.
Okay, I forgot. My bad. Because guards
to have some more,
and it's tough to be a guard in the West. It's tough to be a guard in the West, and we both know that.
But this fan vote needs to have some more oomph. We need some weight behind our names. Right now, the fans are looking like trash with these votes. So
yes, we do every season.
Let's make ourselves look a lot better, guys. Come on, we know
this vote up.
We know this,
and there's no limit to how many times you can vote.
Yeah, get out there and run it up. Run it up.
Because y'all see my man Luka got mentioned, right? Imagine how many times I voted for him.
There you go. There you go. So I'm gonna go and venture out east now and go with their top 10 because there's some controversy there as well. Number 1, Kyrie Irving. Number 2, Donovan Mitchell. 3, James Harden. 4, Jaylen Brown. 5, Trae Young. 6, DeMar DeRozan. 7, LaMelo Ball. 8, Tyrese Halliburton. 9, Derrick Rose. And 10, Darius Garland.
Hold on. Give me that rundown one more time. and shout out to the fans. My dog, I don't know, she got a little excited. She know I love the East and the guard. She heard East guards and she lost it. So give me that top 10 one more time.
All right, let's get it. Number 1, Kyrie Irving. Number 2, Donovan Mitchell. Number 3, James Harden. Number 4, Jaylen Brown. Number 5, Trae Young. Number 6, DeMar DeRozan. Number 7, LaMelo Ball. Number 8, Tyrese Halliburton. Number 9, Derrick Rose. And number 10, Darius Garland. What you got?
That is a solid list. I am not only the D-Rose advocate, but I'm also the D-Rose president. He does not deserve to be on that list.
Exactly. We love D-Rose. That's my favorite.
I love D-Rose with all my heart, man. I would love to see him there. It would be a cool moment. I am not going to be a homer on that when there's some guys out there playing some great ball that deserve to be there. D-Rose has more DMPs than he's ever had in his career.
He shouldn't even be allowed on the list.
That shouldn't be allowed to happen, but it's a lot of fans. And that just shows how much how many fans Derrick Rose really has. Like, people they discredit who Derrick Rose really was to us, man. Derrick Rose was the NBA for a few years to us. I don't care what nobody says. He bought that oomph to the game that I love, but he doesn't deserve to be there. LaMelo Ball does not deserve to be there. His team is trash. He hasn't been around. When he is around, he hasn't been the same LaMelo from last season.
Well, let me jump in. I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt, but I want to jump in right there. I agree that Melo should not be on the list. He has not played enough games. Stat-wise, he's still the same guy. He's still putting up some good numbers, but he's not played nearly enough. But he putting up those numbers putting up those numbers in garbage time when the game's already over and they're getting knocked around. Then I watch a lot more than I used to because I bet a little bit here and there, I guess, So I'm watching with a little bit more of a reason to watch, and I'm seeing games when they're down by 20 and he's still out there. Fourth quarter. Yeah. But he doing numbers, but he hasn't played enough games. I agree with you in that he shouldn't be on the list. If I had this same complaint about Anthony Davis, and on the fence about Wiggins and Zion, then I can't let Melo for the same reasons. But I will say I think Halliburton should be above him. I like DeRozan on the list. I want to move him ahead of Trae Young, but Trae Young is still having an amazing season, even though their team has slipped. So,
like I said, Trae has the biggest bag on his back. To me, Trae's backpack is heavier than Doncic's. Doncic's backpack is heavy because they allow it to be.
And see, I think Doncic's got the heavier backpack. Trae Young, they just ain't got no chemistry. They got a team. Like, their roster is strong.
No, but I say the same thing about Dallas, because Dallas, man, just like now, I'm seeing all these reports. Not only did, as of the last game, whenever this drops, did they release Kemba Walker after he had a great game for them the other day, and then when he played last game, he didn't play bad. They only released him because they didn't want to guarantee his contract, so it was all money. Now I'm seeing stuff about that they might go ahead and kick Christian Wood to the curb. So it's just amazing, man. Like, but I mean, hey. That's how it is right now. I mean, but like you say, that's that thing. There will forever be, those two players will forever be connected because they were drafted and traded for each other. So you're going to always talk about Luka. You're going to always talk about Trae. And they're both all-stars. They both are doing their thing, and they're both going to be all-stars for some time to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. I like Darius Garland on the list.
All facts.
Who would you swap out with Derrick Rose?
If I'm going to swap Derrick Rose out, we can actually stay right on his team and bring Jalen Brunson in.
Okay, I like that. I'm in agreement with that.
Jalen Brunson has not only had a great season for the Knicks, I did not know that he was going to do what he's did. The Knicks, they've been on a little skid lately on the wrong side, but they've been playing way better than they played last season, and it's because of him. He does a great job of, not only leading that team, but getting those guys into great shooting positions. He takes great shots. He's a nice, solid player that I think like Dallas is missing him. I think Dallas really is missing him. He did a lot for them last season. So,
yeah, absolutely. Imagine if we could have had a Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell backcourt. But I like Garland and Mitchell a little bit better. So, hey.
Yeah, they look good together. I didn't know how that was going to work out. Two small guys, but they balling.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's it for the first returns on the All-Stars. Ladies and gentlemen, get out there and run up them votes.
Yes.
Let's make this list look a lot better.